Hello, humans. Welcome to the Pop Glide Show. Let's begin. Recent advancements in AI have sparked major discussions in contemporary art, especially in the realm of flat artworks. While countless modern paintings are being produced, they remain confined within the traditional frameworks that dictate popularity, leading to stagnation. In this environment, the rapid development of AI has become a major topic in the art world, which is craving something more unique and extraordinary. However, for those who view artistic creation as a dignified and uniquely human endeavor, AI is often met with resistance. Therefore, today we plan to bring Van Gogh into the conversation to discuss AI. Everyone knows Van Gogh, even children. Please come out of the painting.
Why have you called me?
Recently, with the rapid advancement of AI, people are now creating art using computers and AI. And that's why I wanted to discuss this with you.
Drawing with a computer? What do I think? Oh, disgusting. It's better to have a monkey paint. At least a monkey has emotions.
That's right. A chimpanzee named Congo did paint. And Picasso once said Congo's work had excellent composition and balance. Congo created over 400 paintings, many of which sold for high prices. Are you amazed that a non-human can create art? In the past, visual art was something only humans could do. How about now? In the 1964 movie, What a Way to Go, there's a machine that uses sound vibrations to create abstract paintings. Of course, it didn't actually work. Someone manually operated it from inside. Before that, in 1959, John Tingley created an abstract drawing machine called Metamatic. The machine in the movie was likely inspired by this work. Today's AI technology has advanced so much that computers and machines are truly creating art.
It's amazing that technology can create art so quickly.
While we've been talking, I've come up with a project I'd like to try. First, I looked at your unfinished works. The most interesting one was the painting you were working on just 2 days before you died. This is your final painting, right? People have titled it Tree Roots. We plan to finish it using AI.
Let's see if it can mimic me.
I'm curious to see how it turns out as well. Let's head over to the computer desk. First, we'll complete your painting using the Stable Diffusion feature of the automatic 1111 interface. I've prepared some solid oil painting models and Van Gogh LoRa's trained with your works in the database. To achieve various results, we'll swap the LoRa's and adjust some values to generate the images. Here are a few results. What do you think?
This is supposed to be the continuation of my painting? It's terrible. The worst part is the composition. There's no composition at all.
I see. In that case, let's try generating an image based on your painting using Midjourney. First, I'll quickly generate a variety of prompts with the help of ChatGPT. Here are the prompts. I'll input them into Midjourney. Poof, the images are coming in now. Mr. Van Gogh, what do you think of these images?
The composition is slightly better than before, but this is still far less refined than my original painting. Look at this. The paint doesn't blend or change. It's just filled with simple, repetitive brush strokes. Look at my painting, Wheat Field with Cypresses. The blending of paint, the spontaneous effects, and the life it brings are the true essence of my art. This machine's world can never capture that feeling.
It seems the issues are with completeness and the painterly feel. Let's try another approach. Please choose 2 images from these that have a composition similar to your Tree Roots painting.
These 2 maintain a composition similar to my original work.
Great. Then I'll transfer these 2 into Stable Diffusion to improve their completeness.
I'm curious. The image you're creating right now doesn't convey any emotion. If the image lacks life and emotion, what's the point of making it?
AI doesn't paint with emotion like you do using a brush. Instead, it learns from countless images and data, understanding patterns and styles to create new images.
All this machine does is regurgitate learned fragments. That's just imitation. Real art is soaked in human emotion and experience. It's proof of life. That's why art holds such immense value. These are nothing but shiny garbage with no soul at all.
Art isn't fixed. It evolves with time. Artists have always used new technologies in their work, like oil painting, printmaking, and photography, which were criticized at the time. Even though AI lacks a soul, it offers new perspectives and possibilities. Shouldn't we view the value of art more broadly and inclusively?
Yes, people looked at me with contempt, calling me the inventor of the painful machine. It's okay. It's all in the past now. What kind of bullshit are you spewing? It's not the same. Oil, prints, and photographs all still require skill, creativity, and human choice. What meaning does an image hold if even a 5-year-old can create it with a flick of a finger? It's nothing but an empty shell.
Even if human involvement in artistic creation decreases, other possibilities can emerge. Looking at the works of Ahmed El-Gamal and Icon, Icon learned from over 80,000 images of Western art and was programmed to imitate those images while deliberately deviating from them. These works are a continuation of past art, but they represent entirely different creations from traditional art.
Creation? Creation comes from growth and evolution. Just piling on more data and churning out new images isn't growth. There's no struggle, no pain. Creation needs friction to grow. A machine can't create through growth. It might work as a tool, like a broom for sweeping up trash.
That's true. AI cannot grow like humans. However, it has begun to function as more than just a tool. Humans improve at using a brush over time, but the brush itself doesn't evolve or make decisions based on past experiences. AI, however, may one day surpass the role of a tool and create art by making its own decisions.
The medium is the message. Technology is not just a tool. It has changed the way we perceive and communicate. In 10 years, AI won't just be a medium, it will be art itself.
You're telling me this machine is going to grow? No. How can images made from mere curiosity and experimentation be called art? Don't be deluded. No one will accept this as art. How the hell do you think this junk can do that? You think someone who can't even paint or understand inner turmoil can create something with value just because it's easy? And now you call that art because it looks decent? Ridiculous!
A new field has opened that can expand human creativity. For example, it's difficult for humans to understand or imagine spaces beyond 3 dimensions, but AI could visualize higher dimensional and potential spaces, creating new art.
It doesn't matter if you cook with a microwave. What's important is choosing the ingredients and how you combine them. AI can help us break free from linear progress and constantly push us toward new directions. You don't understand, do you? The truly horrifying thing is the flood of soulless results. Anyone can create them, and they just keep spitting out more. Real art will get buried in all of that. What will happen to the people who've dedicated their lives to true art? People won't even see the difference and will pay for shiny garbage. Then real artists will have to find other jobs just to survive. And it's not just in art. Jobs in film, advertising, and everything else will disappear too. Why pay 10 people when one can do the job?
New things always come with both losses and gains. In my experience, that's how it is. AI will make art more accessible to the public in the future. And, in exchange, the transformed art will lose its aura.
You're talking about the threat of people losing their livelihoods due to AI. It's true, AI can be faster and more cost-effective, so businesses may increasingly turn to it for economic reasons.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Many people criticize and reject AI-generated images and videos, likely because of this fear. However, just as artists once felt threatened by the invention of the camera and advances in graphic technology but no longer do, AI too will eventually be seen as a useful tool.
Do you think I'm worried about people losing their jobs? It's because if AI advances further, it could undermine the human value that art holds.
AI could turn art into fast food, quick, easy, but missing the soul.
AI is like a factory line for art. You'll get a lot, but where's the heart? It's no longer the free spirit of human creativity.
Understood. Earlier, when we met Marshall McLuhan, he said, most of the anxiety we feel today comes from trying to solve today's problems with yesterday's tools. Perhaps with time, we'll come to understand more. While we've been talking, the images completing your tree roots painting have come through. Is there one among them that you particularly like?
At first glance, it looks similar to my painting, but it's entirely different. These images lack life. What I aim for is to make the paint feel as if it's moving on the canvas.
Understood. Then I'll add that moving energy.
Convincing, but it's not real. It's just a soulless shell.
The tree root completion project wasn't successful, but I enjoyed having this conversation with you, Mr. Van Gogh. You probably didn't realize that you're not the real Van Gogh, created by AI, did you?
What?
Yesterday, I even had a conversation with the younger version of you. And just like before, I am also a voice created by AI.
So if we're both fake, was this conversation even real? And does real even exist in this world?
Who knows? Viewers, think about it. Am I a real human or just part of an AI-created world? Thank you for watching this talk show. Let's have more interesting discussions next time.